I want to share a little bit from my journal, the prompts that I shared for the full moon in Capricorn. I myself do these and stumbled upon something that I felt was worthy of sharing in case there are any of you out there who, like I did, grew up with parents who were not so fond of strong emotions, but as an emotional child, an emotional being, it's kind of inevitable that you have these feelings. And so when you don't learn how to process them, it can make things more difficult later on. So here we go. Here's a reading from my journal. It's okay for you to be sad. It's okay for you to be angry. It's okay to feel disappointed or upset. It's okay to feel your feelings, period. But as your inner father, all I'm going to do is make you remember to get back up, to see the love, to feel the love, and keep going. I am going to help you take responsibility for your emotions. That means to formulate a loving response to them. That is what a responsibility is, an ability to respond to your feelings with love, courage, and fortitude. Responsibility is not a burden. That is Capricorn without the Cancerian moon, without the love, without the nurturing. When you add back in the love, when you bring it in, it becomes your ability to respond to your needs, your emotional needs. Take responsibility for your feelings means to respond to the baby when it is crying. You are responsible for how you feel. Feel so blaming on the surface, but what it really means is you need to respond to how you feel. What is your ability to respond to how you feel? And for me, this has been huge. This is enormous in terms of a breakthrough for me, who grew up with a hyper authoritarian military father, not being allowed to express emotion of any kind, except maybe happiness, but definitely not sadness and definitely not anger. So that's really big, and I think that, the more and more that I lean into, well, what is good fathering? What is, how do I take responsibility? What does that word even really mean? And this was a huge breakthrough for me to realize that just even in the word itself tells you it's your ability to respond. Your ability to respond when you have an emotion come up. How do you respond? And I recognize that I don't always respond with love. I don't always respond with nurturance. I don't always respond in those loving ways. I sometimes respond with refusal, or with denial of the situation, or denial that I should feel that way, or telling myself not to go there, or that if you go there, dark things will happen, or you'll never be able to find your way back out of the cave of sadness. So don't feel sadness. When the truth is that your inner baby just wants to express itself, and it wants to be loved. It needs you to show that it's okay. It needs you to have an ability to respond to how it's feeling with love and kindness. So here's an affirmation for you. I'm taking responsibility for how I feel, and I'm nurturing myself to feel better. Enjoy.